Okay, so today I'm going to give you a challenge, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to cook rice. Yes, how to cook rice perfectly. But here's the challenge. I am not going to let you measure it. I am not going to let you measure how much water or any of that nature. How would you do it? How would you make this rice perfectly without any measurement? Well, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay? First, dump your water in. Actually, I'm sorry. Dump your rice in. We don't know how much, okay? Okay? We don't know how much. Okay? Does the water would matter? Nope. We don't know how much either. Okay? And yes, you can rinse it ahead of time if you want. If you want to take this challenge, and you can rinse that ahead of time if you want, okay? You can rinse it. And I'm not going to let you have your finger putting in there so you know how much it is. You know how some people put their finger in there to know how much? Well, I'm not going to let you do that either. Okay? This is how you do it. It doesn't matter how much water is in there. Okay? And once it starts to boil, I'll pause the video. Once it starts to boil, I'll come back and tell you a little bit more. Okay? Okay, so it's starting to come up a little bit. And yes, it's perfectly fine for you to stir this. Okay? I'm probably the only one in the world that would tell you to stir it. Why? Because we want to cook the rice evenly. Without stirring, without disturbing them, you're not going to cook the rice evenly. And this is my method, okay? And remember, there is no measurement. I don't know how much is in there. But it doesn't matter how much is in there. It doesn't matter how much you want to. What if I give you a big pot? Or what if I give you a small pot? How would you do it? Well, if you follow this method, your rice will come out perfectly every time, regardless if it's the pot, big, small, large, whatever. The secret? You have to watch when the rice is done. And I will show you. It's time to boil right now. Okay? And what if the water, what if your heat is different than mine? How would you cook it then? What if your heat is really low? How would you cook it then? Well, guess what? The only way, again, to tell is the rice itself. Okay? We're cooking the rice, so we have to know when the rice is actually cooked. And that's the secret to this. And yes, I have, like I say, I actually have another video. I did it early, and a lot of people don't understand that one. So now I'm giving you a challenge. You have to cook the rice with no measurements whatsoever. You didn't see me measure this whatsoever. How would you cook it then? Well, if you follow this method, you will cook the rice perfectly, regardless how much rice or water is in here. The secret is to watch the rice. And look at me, I'm actually squishing them around. A lot of people would oppose to this. Guess what? Doesn't matter. What if I make another challenge? I'll add more water in it too. There's another challenge for you. How would you know then? How would you know when the rice is done then? Well, I'll show you. Look at the rice. When it's about to break apart, when it's yellow, when it's white, okay? But not enough to be outside. And I'll give you a clip right now. Just watch that, okay? Okay. So you've seen that clip there. And we got to continue with this one. Not really, almost done now. For this right, it's still out in the outer part. You see that? If you saw that clip earlier, pause if you need to learn how it actually looks. It has not looked the way I want it yet. I hope the camera will pick up. And look at me, I'm stirring. A lot of people would oppose to this. Okay. Now do you see the bubbles starting to be a little different? See it? Okay. Let me double check one more time. I think it's about right now. I'm gonna go empty it and I'll be right back, okay? I'm not even gonna pause the thing, because then you can say that I'm cheating. Okay, so I rinsed it, and now this is what it looks like. Look at really close. That's what the rice should look like. Okay? Now just add just a little bit of water to cover it. Put your fire to low. And let it steam up. Wait 5 minutes. Around there. Depends, okay? Depend on how much the rice you have in there. For this one here, about 4 minutes. I would say 4 minutes. That's my estimate. Okay? So I'm going to pause it and we'll come back in 4 minutes. Okay. So 4 minutes is up. It gave me a beep. I have to check the rice now. Okay, now during this time, you're going to have to look. You see that? It's barely sticking. Okay, now during this time, this is where you will look to see if your rice is done. Now you see how nice that is? Okay, but it's still there's still a little wet in it. Okay, but look how nice that is. Okay, so leave right now. You're gonna have to decide if it's already cooked. Like, let's say, look at that, it's already cooked. Okay. Ooh, I need to turn up the light a little bit. It's already cooked, and you can see them falling apart easily. Okay. And you would taste it to see if it's done. If not, or if it's not the way you like it, it's actually done right now. It's really nice right now. But let's say if it doesn't. Okay, because remember, we did not use any measurement. All you have to do is put the lid back on again. And this steam here would help you further to cook. So let's say you open it up, right? And you say, no, that's not the way. It's not done, or it's not whatever. Although it's done. I'm just going to make an example. It's actually, it's okay right now. I mean, look. Okay. It's actually okay by now. I'm going to shut off the heat so it won't burn. But let's say if it doesn't. Okay, this is for you or whatever. Let's say you have more. You would want to wait, and you would want the steam to steam up some more. You can do that. In this case, actually, it's already done and it's already nice and already perfect already. I don't need to. Okay, because then I'll burn some more. But look how it looks. And the secret to this, okay, when you do this and you serve it to your guests or something, leave this open. Let's say it's a little bit extra. Let's say it's a little bit wet. Okay? All you have to do is lift up the lid and wait a little bit. In my case, it's actually perfect right now. I'm not going to do that. But let's say for your case, and it's a little wet or something, all you have to do is just spread it back out and leave the lid open again and let some of the steam leave. So that way it'll be hardened again. But this is a perfect case. I don't need to do that. That's it. I don't need to do that. So I'm actually done. But for you, and this is just extra tip, because I did a good job on this one. You can see it's not sticking. I get most of it out. I'm actually damaging now. But see? Not even some burns or anything. You can see. And that's how you cook without any measurements. If you follow this method, and I will show you that little clip one more time. Here's the rice, how it should look before you drain. Okay, so that's how it should look before you drain. And you study that a little bit, that little clip that I showed you. If you study that a little bit, you will have perfect rice every time with no measurement whatsoever. None whatsoever. And that's how you cook. Stovetop, perfect rice with no measurement, with no fingers, with no electric cooker. None whatsoever. You saw how I did it. And you saw the secret that I told you that you should do. And that's, if you study this, anytime you cook, rice will never be the same again. Because it does not matter. It won't matter to you no more. Because you don't have to worry no more. And then cooking rice actually will be fun for you. Yup. Seriously or not, cooking rice will be no more stressful because you know exactly when to drain the water out. And when you do that, you will always have successful, and it'll be fun instead. Trust me on that one. It's starting to be really fun for me now because I know how to do it exactly when I'm going to do this. And that's when it becomes fun rather than, oh, I'm going to mess this up, I'm going to mess this up, I'm going to mess this up, blah, 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 blah. But if you follow this method, one, it'll be not only fun for you. Two, you don't have to measure. Three, no fingers, nothing. And four, rice will always come out perfect for you. Anyway, other than that, that's about it on the video. And I will see you in the next video. Okay?